We're shifting our focus now to another piece of breaking news that we're getting on the broadcast, and this is about a collision that was reported early this morning between a Sri Lankan naval vessel and an Indian fishing boat 5 nautical miles north of the Katchatheevu Island. In fact, Sri Lankan Acting High Commissioner in New Delhi was called in today morning to the Ministry of External Affairs, and a strong protest was registered over the incident. This is a collision that was reported between a Sri Lankan naval vessel and an Indian fishing boat. This happened near the Katchatheevu Island. It in fact has claimed the life of one fisherman, while another one is missing as per the MEA. Important updates that are coming in. My colleague Siddhant has more details. Siddhant, over to you about these details, please. We are talking about one life that's already been lost, one person missing. What else are you learning about this collision?
Well, yes, a very unfortunate incident has taken place 5 nautical miles north of Katchatheevu Island. Remember the famous island which was talking point during the last Lok Sabha elections. And we have been told, in fact, this is what the Minister of External Affairs release tell us, that 4 Indians were on board. And unfortunately, one life has been lost and another is missing. 2 of the fishermen have been rescued and have been brought to the shore. A search operation is going on. In fact, Indian consulate in Jaffna have also been pressed in to extend all kinds of assistance. Now, in fact, the Sri Lankan High Commissioner has been called in, and he has been told in a very strict manner, strong protest has been lodged by the Indian side. Strong protest is a word that is being used by MEA. And he has expressed shock and anguish at the unfortunate loss of life. And a very, very strong statement has been mentioned in the release that the existing understandings between the 2 governments in that regard must be strictly observed. Utmost efforts should be made to ensure that there is no reaction or resort to the use of force. So the use of force word has been used by Ministry of External Affairs in the release. So we don't have much idea about what exactly happened. How did these 2 boats collided? Because one is obviously the naval vessel of the Sri Lankan Navy, and the other one is the fisherman, usually the traditional fisherman boat. So how did they collide? Was there a use of force? Perhaps that's something which we are trying to gather more inputs on. And as you remember, this has become a point of contention between the 2 governments, because many of the fishermen at times cross onto the other side of the island, and they get detained by the Sri Lankan Coast Guard or the Navy. This is a very usual practice around Katchatheevu Island. In 1974-1976, the 2 agreements were signed. 24, India ceded the island to Sri Lanka. 76, the fishing rights were also withdrawn. And on the basis of that, only the Sri Lankan Navy and Coast Guard at times take action against the Indian fishermen. Now, we are trying to dig more into this entire incident. What exactly happened? Was there any kind of
Right, Siddhant, we'll wait for you to pick more details about this. The Ministry of External Affairs has taken cognizance of this entire collision between a Sri Lankan naval vessel and an Indian fisherman boat. One person, unfortunately, had to lose his life on the Indian side because of this collision.